All right, let's get straight into it. When you look at your Class 10 math syllabus, what do you see? A long, kind of scary list of topics, right? Well, today, we're going to flip that on its head. This isn't just a syllabus, it's your mission, and we're about to build the perfect game plan to absolutely nail it. Look, I get it. Class 10 maths can feel like this huge mountain you have to climb. And the pressure, it's totally real. But what if I told you there's a code to crack this whole thing? A blueprint that lays out exactly how to conquer the exam with confidence. Well, guess what? That's what we're doing right now. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the exam blueprint. You can't win the game if you don't know the rules, right? So we have to understand how those 100 marks are actually put together. It's actually pretty simple when you break it down. Your final score is split into two parts, 80 and 20. Those 20 marks, they come from your internal assessments during the year. You know, things like periodic tests, lab work, that kind of stuff. But the big one, the main event, is that 80-mark theory exam. And that 80, that's our target. This is the main battlefield, you guys. This is where the game is truly won or lost. So our whole strategy today, it's going to be laser-focused on how to absolutely crush those 80 marks. All right, on to our next section, the high-scoring zones. You've probably heard this a million times, but it's so true. It's not just about working hard, it's about working smart. So let's figure out where you should be putting your energy to get the biggest bang for your buck. And here's the secret sauce, really. Not all chapters are created equal. No way. The smartest thing you can do is focus on what I call the high-value targets. These are the chapters that consistently pack the biggest punch. We're talking about 6 marks each. These are your heavy hitters, for sure. So you can see a few of these big ones right here, like equations, triangles, and trigonometry. But listen up. Here's the full list you really need to zero in on. Ready? We've got linear and quadratic equations, triangles, coordinate geometry, then both parts of trigonometry, the intro and the applications. And don't forget surface areas and volumes, and statistics. Seriously, mastering these chapters should be priority number 1. Okay, now for what might be the best part of this whole game plan. Let's talk about what you can completely ignore. Because let's be real, knowing what not to study is a massive advantage. It saves you so much time and stress. Yep, you heard that right. The good news is a bunch of topics have been totally deleted from your syllabus. Being in the know about this gives you a huge edge because you can just cross them right off your list, forget about them, and then you can use that energy where it really counts. So what exactly is off the table? Well, you can say goodbye to things like Euclid's division lemma, the division algorithm in polynomials, and that area of a triangle formula in coordinate geometry. But honestly, the biggest news, the real game changer here, is that the entire chapter on constructions is gone. Just think about that. That's a huge chunk of time you've just gotten back. Amazing, right? All right, so now that we know what to focus on and what to ignore, let's zoom out and look at the complete chapter map. This is where we see the full overview of every single chapter and how much it's worth. Super useful for planning. Okay, here it is, the whole shebang. This table lays out every chapter and its approximate weightage. So you can see, for example, that real numbers is around 4 marks, and so is polynomials. Probability is hanging out at about 5 marks. I would seriously recommend pausing right here and grabbing a screenshot. Think of this as your personal roadmap for planning all your revision. So we've covered a lot of ground. Let's pull it all together into your winning strategy. Consider this your final mission brief before you head into battle. It all boils down to 3 simple, powerful steps. Step 1, go after those high-scoring zones. Make those 6-mark chapters your absolute priority. Step 2, don't even think about the deleted topics. Just skip them. Use that extra time to get even better at the important stuff. And finally, step 3, use that full chapter map we just looked at to plan out your study schedule. It's that simple. And that's it. You've got it. You now have the complete blueprint, the entire game plan. You know exactly how to approach your Class 10 maths exam, not with anxiety, but with a clear, strategic path to success. So the only question left is, you've got the blueprint. Are you ready to start building?